Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Preservation Massachusetts' annual awards dinner. We hope you enjoy this evening's program, Our Preservation Education.
History and education. Since time immemorial, people have sought to pass on to others their experiences, their social and cultural values, their understanding of their times and circumstances. As each successive generation took these teachings to heart, they evolved, expanded their horizons, and advanced themselves. Along the way, they wrote the pages of history and constructed the buildings to hold those histories and teach their lessons. Our history is not just static words on a page or actions commemorated in marble. It is an educational tool for our future. Learning from and remembering the past is often regarded as an important part of creating a better future. Albert B. Wolfe, a preservation pioneer in the mid-20th century, perhaps summed it up best when he said, "I'm a preservationist, not because I'm interested in the past, but how things can be improved for the future." And there is no more fitting embodiment of the future than our educational institutions, our places of learning for the next generation. And here in Massachusetts, with our incredible number of colleges, universities, and preparatory schools, the future is being cultivated in one of the most historic states in the nation. Just as Massachusetts has embraced its role in history, it has also placed emphasis on education as important and available to all. Our state lays claim to the first public school in the colonies, with Boston Latin School, formerly located on the appropriately named School Street in downtown Boston. The idea of the availability of education for all children is one that goes hand in hand with our founding fathers' vision of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is the American dream. The schools that educate our future leaders, innovators, thinkers, and workers are an essential part of our American way of life. As these schools have become important to their students and the landscape of education in general, so too have they become landmarks in the physical sense. The buildings constructed to house the rooms, labs, and studios where education happens have become just as much a part of the school's identity and allure as their current curriculum. Whether part of a tightly knit campus or set within a city neighborhood, these school buildings and landscapes have become integrated into a collective history, character, and sense of place. Many schools recognize the importance that their physical buildings bring in terms of making lifelong connections with their students, above and beyond their years of study. So this evening, we honor a select group of exemplary educational institutions for their efforts in keeping their history alive through embracing the preservation of their buildings and landscapes. These honorees will receive our highest honor, the Paul E. Tsongas Award, recognizing those who have played an extraordinary role in promoting the preservation of our Commonwealth's past for the benefit of our future. Whether through restoration, adaptive reuse, master planning, or community commitment, these honorees have demonstrated the vitality, viability, and importance of preservation in our educational institutions. They will serve as role models to other schools across the state and nation and show how Massachusetts preserves our history and heritage with an eye towards our future. As many of us know, preservation is not an easy task, but a challenge at best. In a culture with a newer is better frame of mind, it is often difficult to inspire using the past to create something new or bringing it back to where it once was. Restoring the historic buildings and landscapes at these schools does more than preserve a tangible resource. It preserves the intangible character that is so often associated with higher education. Acknowledging the importance that historic resources play in terms of defining a school's identity has resulted in some truly remarkable projects. At Tufts University, the restoration of West Hall, combined with an annual maintenance program, has made a dramatic impact on the campus green, enhancing the experience of both students and visitors to the university. West Hall, completed in 1872, has served the school as a dormitory, including being used by New Hampshire and Vermont regiments during World War I. 2005 saw the beginning of an extensive repair and restoration project that meticulously replicated the polychromatic slate roof, replaced copper ridges and cresting, and removed 135 years of exterior paint buildup. The restored West Hall is a testament to the meticulous work and dedication by Tufts and their project team. The restoration of Appleton Chapel at Harvard University's Memorial Church set out to right a wrong, in the words of Peter Gomes, professor and minister at Memorial Church. Designed as a light-filled space with a great window, the 1967 installation of a Fisk organ blocked the natural light and dramatically altered the intended spirituality of the chapel and Memorial Church. The restoration work included research in order to understand the original design intent of the chapel, restoring historic oak floors, replicating existing hand-carved wood panels, and restoring light fixtures. The team also installed a replacement organ seamlessly within the existing historic fabric, resulting in a complete restoration of Appleton Chapel as it was originally envisioned. The Sunken Garden at Radcliffe Institute for Advanced Study has long been regarded as an oasis and important resource. It serves as the front door to the campus and is actively used by students, visitors, and residents of Cambridge. The preservation of the structure and character of the existing garden were the main goals of the project, that also included reconstructing the lawn panel, maintaining mature trees and plantings, restoring the central fountain, and addressing issues of accessibility around the entire garden. The long-term viability and development of the Sunken Garden has been addressed by the project team, ensuring the space will continue to be enjoyed by students and visitors alike. The campus of Wellesley College features a wide array of architectural styles, ranging from Renaissance Revival to Gothic to Modernist. As part of the school's preservation philosophy, building assessments of the conditions of 7 key buildings were undertaken. Work plans addressed water infiltration, roofing replacement, deferred maintenance, and repair of historical architectural features. The result ensures that the unique buildings that make up Wellesley's campus will continue to serve future students and faculty for years to come. Also on Wellesley's campus, the restoration of the Diana Chapman Walsh Alumni Hall was the first component of a reclamation project called Alumni Valley. This project sought to remediate a previously environmentally contaminated region, restore buildings, and revitalize this portion of the campus. Alumni Hall, constructed in 1922, has seen many interior changes over the years, but held an important role as a venue for ceremonial events and the performing arts. Its restoration included providing universal access, limestone repair, opening long-concealed clear-story windows, and restoring painted wall and ceiling murals. Alumni Hall now welcomes students and the larger community as a vibrant space for the arts, education, and celebration. Preservation and restoration efforts within urban campuses can pose unique challenges, but also offer enormous benefit to the surrounding community. The restoration of both the Paramount Center and Modern Theater in Boston's Downtown Crossing were the final pieces of a focused revitalization plan that has already had a positive impact on the neighborhood. Emerson College's Paramount Center converted a decaying 1932-era cinema into a 596-seat lyrical theater within the building's original footprint. The structure received a full upgrade due to a 34-year closure, and the result was an atmosphere that allowed 21st century students to interact and work within the historic core of the building, while a new residence hall was constructed on top of the performance facilities. The granite facade was restored, along with the landmark marquee, which is a beacon along Washington Street. The Modern Theater at Suffolk University also took a historic theater space and upgraded it to modern use. Built as retail and warehouse space in 1876, the Modern was a jewel box theater designed to show films. After being abandoned in the 1980s, its fabric deteriorated to a point where the grand facade is the only original piece of the building remaining. As part of a focused effort on behalf of the city and many other organizations, the Modern is now a functional theater that displays artifacts of its former self. Incorporated with a set-back dormitory, the Modern Theater is once again a vibrant and active part of downtown Boston. New England Conservatory undertook a multi-building restoration project that ensured their historic integrity would be kept intact and maintained. Significant exterior restorations on these buildings, including the National Historic Landmark Jordan Hall, included cleaning marble and masonry repair, slate roof restoration, and missing cornices were replicated. The focus of the project was on sustainability, safety, energy efficiency, and protecting these historic assets for all who come to the New England Conservatory in the future. Middlesex Community College is the largest in Massachusetts and can now claim the historic federal building in Lowell as its newest addition. Built and operated as a post office from 1931 to 1969, the building has seen other uses, including space for Paul Tsongas's 1st District Congressional Office. In 1995, Middlesex Community College took an interest in the now vacant building across the street from their main campus, and eventually construction and restoration work began in 2002. Once again, the federal building is now one of the most prominent in the city, often used to welcome travelers, as well as housing classrooms and the campus library. Worcester Academy's picturesque campus is a blend of 19th century architecture, including Kingsley Hall. Constructed in 1897, it housed 7 state-of-the-art laboratories and is a remarkable example of academic architecture. The ultimate goals of the restoration project were to create a modern science building to support the school's growing curriculum while maintaining the integrity of the historic structure. The exterior restorations, coupled with energy-efficient upgrades and new labs, have given new life to this building with its historic use. Students enjoy the restored building and feel it suits the school while allowing them to learn with modern equipment and technology. The combination of modern and sustainable improvements, while respecting a resource's historic integrity, was also achieved by Phillips Academy with the restoration of their dining facilities, known as Parosky Commons. Opened in 1930, the Commons defined Flagstaff Court as a prominent space near the center of campus. The building became the hub of campus life, but was beginning to show its age. A major goal of its restoration was incorporating sustainable design, construction, and operations while retaining the historic character of the building that many students and alumni appreciate. Parosky Commons achieves a balance of modern operations within a character-defining historic resource of Phillips Academy.